So if your child generates 100,000 in bookings, the school takes 70,000 Rand. Your child gets 30,000 Rand. That 30,000 Rand goes towards
Is so ambitious.
Baby, I know it's getting late. You don't go, so I'ma take my time now.
Let's just look here and have information.
I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. There's a school here on TikTok that's always dancing. You've probably wondered when these kids actually learn. They recruit them, give them bursaries, turn them into TikTok stars, and then they own them for 5 years minimum. I got
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's not pause anything. It's just vibe. Cause ingathi kugcwele i-bomb here. Only the bomb.
my hands on a contract that was sent to me, and what I'm about to show you is one of the most concerning agreements I've ever seen. Stay with me. This might be the longest video I've ever done. Let me break down every single clause that should worry parents. Also, I have to say, I've redacted the name of the school because based on my research, I found that this contract was given to parents on the side. So they might come after me for defamation. And I ain't got it like that. They call it a bursary. It sounds generous, right? Free education, free accommodation, food, clothing. But the contract states in clause 3.3, all bursary related costs are fully sponsored by the school / label and are recoupable. That means, according to this contract, it's not a gift. It's treated as a loan. Every meal
This school we reckon label. This school, these kids must be ambitious. The teachers must be ambitious. I know.
every meal, every night's accommodation, school uniform. The contract allows the school to keep a tab running. And according to this agreement, the child has to pay it back through labor, image, and earnings for years. Clause 4.1. This agreement shall remain in force for fixed term of 5 years. Your 13-year-old signs this, they're locked in until they're 18. But wait, it gets worse. 4.2. Upon completion of grade 12, the school or label have an option to
Thanks God, I'm not good in dancing, and I don't do TikTok. Who knows? Cause for sure, if they ask me for something like that, I know I'm broke. I will sign everything. I'll make sure one pie and funeral clock. So the funeral contract.
sign or renew the learner / artist for a minimum period of 3 years. So that's 8 years minimum if the school decides they are profitable. And clause 4.4, until expiry or written clause, the learner / artist remains contractually bound. Translation: your child is property for nearly a decade, starting as a minor. Clause 5, post-matric album obligation. After your child writes matric, they must deliver one full studio album to the school, commercially acceptable, meaning the school decides if it's good enough. Only after delivering the
What I like about this guy never mentioned any school, and we all decide which school this is. Even everyone knows. But for sure now, sebeyazi bababo. But yeah, I think play safe from it. Then
this album can your child elect to exit. But remember clause 5.3, exit shall only be permitted once all obligations and recoupment requirements are met. So your 18-year-old writes matric, delivers an album, and still can't leave until the school says the debt is paid. This is how they extend the contract beyond 5 years. Now let's talk money, because this is where it gets evil. Clause 6.2, digital sales split. The child gets 10%. 10%. Ima. Clause 6.3, payment commences only after full recoupment of expenses. So the school adds up everything, and the child doesn't see a cent until all is paid back. And who decides when it's all paid back? The school. Then clause 7.1.
sorry, but more than you must be creative. Every year you need to come up with another new zap. Wow. Yo, this is crazy.
Until recoupment, the split is 70% to the school, 30% to the child. So if your child generates 100,000 in bookings, the school takes 70,000 Rand. Your child gets 30,000 Rand. That 30,000 Rand goes towards recoupment first. So actually, your child gets nothing until the school says the debt is cleared. Clause 8, endorsements and sponsorships. The school negotiates everything. Your child can't do deals independently. And the split 50-50 after expenses. So if Coca-Cola
This is the best quarter, guys. Hi, bro. Hey, Azanda Eva. Yeah.
wants to sponsor your child for 500,000 Rand, the school takes 250,000 Rand. And guess what counts as expenses? Whatever the school says: marketing, management, development costs, all deducted before the split. Your child's face is worth 500,000 Rand. The school takes half, then deducts expenses. Your child might see 50,000 Rand if they're lucky. And remember, this is after recoupment. So that 50,000 Rand also goes towards paying back the bursary. Clause 10, penalty for side bookings. If your child accepts any booking without the school's permission, even a birthday party performance, here's what happens.
Nah. This school is so ambitious. It's so ambitious. So.
The school can take the 10,000 Rand, kick them out of school, still demand them to pay back the bursary, then sue them for damages. Clause 9.5, the parent or guardian clause. Now, this one is crazy. Parents can't act as a manager, they can't negotiate bookings or accept offers on behalf of their child without written consent from the school. So even though you are the legal guardian, you have signed away your parental rights to manage your own child's career. Here's what this school appears to create. A school uses free education as bait to recruit talented children, then locks them in for about 5 to 8 years as minors, according to these terms, takes 70 to 90% of their earnings per revenue splits, claims ownership of their music, controls their social media, prevents parents from intervening, and calls it a bursary.
This is a slave contract. How to become a slave, to join a slave contract. This one is number one. Your assault. Never. Make sure you do the right thing.